What's up, guys? Am I the only person that has a problem figuring out where to put saw blades? I have these bandsaw blades, I have my regular saw blades, my table saw, my miter saw, my circular saw. I don't know what to do with them. I never had a spot for them, so today we're going to fix that problem. So the plan is to make a dedicated base just for this bandsaw, and that base is going to have a whole bunch of small drawers that can hold individual blades and bandsaw blades as well. The first step is to cut down my plywood for the construction of the base. I'm not going to show you every single cut that I'm making here, but I am going to give you an idea of what my process is. I usually rip everything down at the table saw and then cut to length at my miter saw. I was going to use a piece of plywood for my top, but I do have these oak boards laying around here, and these are going to be perfect once they're cleaned up and glued together. To close up the back of this cabinet, I'm going to be using a piece of 1/4-inch plywood. I like to cut it slightly oversized because then I'm going to use my router with a flush trim bit and remove any excess, and that's going to give me a perfect fit. I stopped using the real cheapo casters. I found that they usually gave me problems moving things around in the shop. These are a little more expensive, but I really do like the quality, so if you want to check them out, I will link them in the description, as well as all the other hardware components that I'm using in this video. I'm using hardboard for my drawer bottoms. This material is about 1/8 of an inch thick. You can use any material you want, just make sure that you space out the drawer slots so that your drawer slides smoothly in and out. I'm using poker cards as spacers so that I can duplicate the spacing equally for each drawer. Don't forget to take into account that seasonal changes will cause the wood to expand and contract, so make sure that you allow enough space for your drawer to slide smoothly. If you want to build something like this, there are plans available. The link is below in the description. Now I'm cutting down my material for all of my drawers. I'm using poplar that I have laying around here. A faster and easier way to get this done would be to buy some 3/4 inch pine already milled. I have to make a whole bunch of drawers here, and I do have 3 goals: quick, easy, and inexpensive. So I mocked something up here, and this is what I came up with. I used some scrap wood, and I'm using a 1/8 inch material for the bottom. It's not going to be holding a lot of weight, so it doesn't have to be built in a way that you normally would build drawers. You can use any thickness of material for the bottom as you want, but make sure that you do increase the spacing here so that it would be adequate to allow for the drawer to slide in and out easily. The easiest way I found to position the drawer sides perfectly so that there's enough play for the drawer to slide in and out was to shift the drawer base all the way over to one side, and then take a pencil with a sharp point and just make yourself a line. This is going to be your guide to set your first side. And then shift it over to the other side and do the same thing. Okay. If you're new here and would like to support my channel, please think about subscribing. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I am using poplar for my drawer faces as well. I'm milling it down to 1/2 inch. I know a lot of people don't have tools to mill lumber, so you could also use 3/4 inch material such as plywood or already dimensioned lumber that you could find at your local supplier. Getting the exact measurements for the drawer faces took some time. Remember to leave appropriate spacing between each of the drawers. Off camera, I did use some scrap material to test out the spacing so that it would align properly with my drawer faces as I worked my way up. Once I figured out my measurements, I made my final cuts on a table saw and I added a slight chamfer on all of them. If you've ever used wood filler, you probably know that it leaves a little bit of a stain on the face of your material. To avoid that, put a piece of painter's tape over your material before you nail it down, then apply your filler. Let it dry and sand, and you will find that the finish is going to be a lot more appealing. I definitely recommend making a template so that you can position the holes for your drill pulls evenly. If you want to build this, I do have plans available in my Etsy shop. See the link below in the description. It is so difficult to come up with an original idea these days. I'm sure this has been done before, I just haven't seen it. And if this is new to you, I hope this gives you some ideas, because I know that in my shop, I'm going to be a little bit more organized now because this solves a big problem for me. If you're new to the channel, please check out my other videos, and if you like what you see, please think about subscribing. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next one.